you see that second period?
Yeah, you know what? This has been brewing. It's been brewing, and if you want to take an objective view of our record, 3-1, it's probably where it should stand. The problem we're getting into a little bit isn't so much not structure or anything like that. It's just managing the game, and really, we need to manage leads. So you go back to the first goal. We got beat by a dump out, right, off of a specialty team, and our power play's been good, but we've got 5 guys really condensed with 1 second left in that penalty, and it's risky, right? You got to kind of manage that part of the game. They dump it out and get a breakaway. So there's one. We got something on the blue line there. We're trying to force a play when probably the play is down now. It makes it 3-2, and then we have a giveaway. Everybody saw we have a giveaway to make it 4-2, and now you're pushing to get back in. Our challenge is to manage the game right now when we're up. We came out, we started well. We looked good. We were in control, and then it's these leads where we tend to flatline a little bit, and that's going to be our challenge.
What is the time and space issue, or like you said, protecting the lead? You don't want to be too conservative, but you also don't want to make the mistakes you're making.
Yeah. No, if you kind of look at where our chances are and how we're playing, once with the lead happens, we tend to flatline, and you got to keep playing in the league. I talked this morning about just the parity, so being able to push back when their push is on and stop their momentum, and we're not doing that, and it's without the leads, right? It's with the leads, so that's something we got to do better.
Do you think that's because your team's trying to be conservative and protect the lead, and therefore not trying to force more offense, or are they doing risky plays to try to create?
No, I think we're not managing it good enough. If you look at the goals, in my opinion, there's some risk to them, and when we got counterpunched, where we could be a little bit more conservative in those areas. And when I say conservative, that's the wrong word. Simple in those areas, right? You don't need to pile on and make it 5-0 or 7-1 or 4-0 right away. You can chip away. Usually what happens is if you stay with kind of a simplistic game after you've established a lead, they take risks. And that's when you can come at them. But we're taking some unnecessary risks in my mind with leads.
What'd you see from Casey tonight? Kind of a chaotic game, but it seemed like he had some good stops too.
Yeah, he had some really good stops, and it's hard because we did control the shots and the clock for a long period of time, and then boom, it's a breakaway, and then boom, it's another breakaway, and that's what we've talked about here in even preseason to now is steering away. That's why there were some system changes from the massive breakdown, but we had 3 tonight, right? So we got to stay away from those.
With the leads, managing the leads, is any of that surprising to you that's been such a struggle?
No, it's not. It's just we're early in a season. You get feeling good right away early, and you think everything's got to be nice, and it doesn't, and you got to settle into that type of game. And usually veteran teams settle into that game a lot quicker than younger teams, but everybody's in it right now, so we got to get out of it quick.
Is any component of that adjusting a little bit to the system you want to implement?
Not anymore. They're scoring the old-fashioned way, right? Some turnovers at the blue line, some not managing the clock. Has nothing to do with system. It's all to do with mentality.
Thomas Harley said he blamed himself for the first and third goals. He's also been scoring quite a bit this year. How have you seen his game through 4 games?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't quite go that far for him taking the blame there. Just there's a stacking a set of errors. At times he's been very dominant. You can see his puck play, big body, and then we're getting stung. But again, it's my job to make sure that we're managing those situations and making the guys aware of where we are, and not sitting back and playing your game, but being comfortable playing the way we did in the first period. Yeah.
Honestly, haven't had good starts, but scored goals. Tonight was a better start for sure. It's early in the year, and we're looking for our first full game. Tonight was the issue was the second period.
Yeah. What kind of went wrong there in that second period? It seemed like Casey laid out, made some great saves, but obviously they had a ton of chances.
Yeah, Casey was great. you know, and as a group, we can't give up, you know, a 4 spot in a period. You're gonna have to look at how the goals went in, maybe some tough changes, I don't know. We'll check them out.
Obviously, you can't win every game on the year, but you know,
Yeah.
you guys are off to a great start winning the first 3. How can you learn from this, and what have you learned so far with Gully being behind the bench?
Yeah, every day in between has been a learning day, whether it's been a win, and now we'll find out about our first loss. So always learning, always building, trying to stack good days, and try to have a good day tomorrow.
Obviously, Casey, you know, was really good for you guys last year, and Gully spoke even, you know, heading into this game today about how, you know, big of a, you know, contributor he'll be. Just talk about what he's brought in, you know, last year and early this year, and you know, what kind of a second goalie he is to have.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. You see it every day in practice. Honestly, as a forward, and guys like to shoot the puck and score goals, it's annoying in practice having 2 good goalies sometimes. And with Jakey's load, and obviously it being an Olympic year, you know, Case is going to be seeing probably more action than normal, and we have tons of faith in him. He's a great goalie.
Was there any message in the second intermission?
Don't give up 4. Yeah, it's kind of wasn't a great period. You know, thought we had a chance here to come back. Wanted to get one early, you know, and then get one on the 6 and 5, but unfortunately we couldn't, and you know, fell short.
Thomas, I guess, what went wrong there in the second period for you all?
I think on that first one, we were out there for a long shift, and I made an all or nothing play in the neutral zone to try and get it, and if not, it's a breakaway, and they got past us, and then they just kind of built off that. They had the momentum, they were pushing, and we weren't winning enough battles.
What have you guys learned about momentum in these first 4 games? It just seems like it. Glenn said this morning it's almost becoming like basketball, where you have to know that their runs are coming.
Yeah, it's nothing we haven't seen before, but I think we have to do a better job of weathering the storms.
I know it's early in the season, but do you feel like these defensive mistakes are fixable?
Absolutely. You look at their first goal, that's on me, that's an easy fix. Their third goal, again, is on me, that's an easy fix. Their fourth one is just kind of a bad play to the middle, gets picked off. We can eliminate that, and you know, that's 1 goal left really. So,
What part of limiting these blown leads is mentality, is just how you're thinking about managing those situations?
well, you got to continue to play. You got to continue to push. But you know, they're down. They were down. So they're going to come hard, and they're going to take some chances that they might not usually take, and they're gonna get some of those battles won. And we have to do a better job of winning our wall battles, continuing to forecheck and get their defensemen stopped behind their net and playing our game.
What have you learned about, you know, obviously you know how great Casey can be from last year, but just, you know, what he can provide, and obviously you'd like to have some of these goals back, but made some great saves too.
Yeah, Case is a great goalie. He's going to come to battle every night in front of us or behind us, and we have to do the same. And I think we let him down tonight.
For yourself, I know it can be hard in games like this when you lose to see the positives, but you're on a pretty good little run of point scoring. What's that? What's been the key to that so far?
I don't know. I really haven't done much on any of them. So just keep trying to make simple plays and put pucks in the net, and good things will happen.
Just as a team, the other teams are making runs. It just seems like that's the way it's been going.
Yeah. I mean, we're 4 games in. We gotta figure this out, but I think we played pretty good in the first and the third, which is the second. So we gotta find out we play 60.
Glenn was saying this morning that it's almost like basketball, where the other team's going to make runs, but you guys have to try and slow those runs down. Anything that you see that you guys can do better?
Obviously, stop the storm when it happens. So I guess that will be better.
Does it feel like it's been similar issues in each of those periods over the last few games, or is it kind of different each game?
A little bit. I think a little different. Today was in the second, so I don't know. I don't know what to say.
How about your goal? How did you feel about that?
Yeah, it's good to get on the board, but yeah, we're always better when we win.
As you're shuffling lines and everything, are you finding chemistry with different guys right now?
Here and there a little bit. I think I had a good game with Faxi and Blackie. Yeah, so you just try to find what's good with who you play with, and I'm just trying my best out there.
Obviously, like you said, you want a goal and a win, but when you think about just kind of your journey and times that you've been sitting up in the press box with us in a suit, I mean, how does it feel to know that you're at this point, you're contributing?
Yeah. I said it from the start this year. I want to contribute every night, and I think in the last 2 games, I feel like my game's been better, and just gonna build on that. But obviously, like you said, I'm just grateful to play right now and have the chance to go out there and compete and show what I got, and I'm just gonna keep doing it.
And you're the 12th guy in this team to score a goal here in the first 4 games. I mean, what does that just say about the firepower on this team?
Yeah, we have a great team. We have a lot of skill up front, good defensemen. So, yeah, we have a lot of talent, and just fun to learn from those guys and try to, like I said, build my game and learn from those guys.